Personalizing is an essential part of the Toni&Guy philosophy. Texturizing techniques are used to adapt classic shapes to suit the individual. On the last video in this series, we introduced techniques such as point cutting, slicing, brick cutting, and razoring, which expand the classic portfolio to accommodate all lengths and textures of hair and allow the stylist to develop their creativity for the benefit of the client. The classic graduation technique is a short rounded cut that maintains a one-length effect through the top. A profile parting is taken from the center of the forehead to the center of the nape. Radial partings are taken from the crown to the top of the ears, separating the back sections from the front. Diagonal back section is taken from the hairline at the side through to the corner of the nape, approximately a ½ inch in depth. Starting at the side, the hair is combed to natural fall, elevated to 1 finger's depth, and cut parallel to the parting, keeping the length just below the ear. Continuing behind the ear, the hair is combed T to the parting, elevated to 45 degrees, and cut to decrease in length down to the nape. A pivoting diagonal back section is taken from the top of the ear to the center of the nape. The hair is combed T to the parting, elevated to 45 degrees, and cut to follow the guideline. Another pivoting diagonal back section is taken through to the opposite side of the nape, and the technique repeated. Repeat the same technique on the opposite side. Take a diagonal back section from the hairline at the side through to the corner at the nape. In front of the ear, the hair is combed to natural fall, elevated to 1 finger's depth, and cut parallel to the parting. Balance is checked before continuing. From behind the ear through to the corner of the nape, the hair is combed T to the parting, elevated to 45 degrees, and cut to decrease in length. Continuing in exactly the same manner as for the first side, pivoting diagonal back sections are taken from the top of the ear, comb T to the parting, elevated to 45 degrees, and cut to follow the guideline. The balance is cross-checked from the back and front before continuing. A diagonal back section is taken from the recession through to the opposite side behind the ear. In front of the ear, the hair is combed to natural fall, elevated to 1 finger's depth, and cut to follow the guideline. Behind the ear, the hair is combed T to the parting, elevated to a stationary 45 degrees, and cut following the initial guide. Diagonal back sections are continued, incorporating the hairline at the front through to the opposite side of the head, stopping behind the ear. The technique is repeated as before, combing and cutting parallel to the parting. The choice of fringe length should be determined by suitability. Here our model had a pre-existing fringe which blended well with the line cut. Continue working up the head with diagonal back sections and repeat the technique in exactly the same way until the profile parting is reached. Check balance. Repeat the technique in exactly the same way on the opposite side. Cross-check balance. The hair is dried with a flat brush, wrapping the hair both forward and back, so a natural-looking finish is achieved. Here, the hair has been coloured using the focal pivot technique, which can be viewed on the Toni&Guy Classic Colour series. To personalise, the fringe is held in the comb and point cut. The perimeter is point cut on the skin, detailing the graduation. Classic graduation recap. The low occipital. Partings and sections move from diagonal back into pivoting diagonal back. Distribution moves from natural fall in front of the ear to T behind the ear. Elevation is 1 finger's depth in front of the ear to 45 degrees behind the ear. And the cut is parallel to the parting. Above occipital. Partings and sections are diagonal back. Distribution is natural fall in front of the ear to T behind the ear. Elevation is 1 finger's depth in front of the ear and a stationary 45 degrees behind the ear. And the cut is parallel to the parting.